looking at the stat sheet from the last time you played that was completely different now with, obviously Eric moving into the bench rotation. But can you just talk about the matchups there with all the injuries they've had and how you think you might have an advantage somewhere?
Well, hopefully we'll have an advantage against everybody. I think the second group's really bonding together. They're playing well. And since the first year, we do have Eric there. We have Pat there. I think guys are understanding the roles a little bit better, and we've gotten better as a team. So, yeah, I mean, they're good. So I'm hoping every night we have an advantage.
And Montrez now in the mix there, too. Can you talk a little bit about what he's been bringing to the game?
A lot. Just trying to find time and not screw up everything, rotations and everything, because everybody needs a certain amount of time. So it's a little tougher to play him all the time, but he's responded every time we've asked, and it's a great attitude and a lot of energy, and games that need that, then we don't hesitate to play.
Do you hope to play all three of those guys in the first half and then kind of decide later how to make it work?
That's hard. It's not. It's hard. Probably you go, with Glenn who's starting, and you go with Nene, and if they go really well, you kind of leave it at that. If we need a jolt of energy, then you throw Montrez in. I don't have a formula. I don't love it because that means I've got to make a decision at some point, and I could screw that up totally. So you got to be careful about making too many decisions in a game because it's a 50-50 chance you're going to mess it up.
Is Montrez a better player defensively than he was when training camp started?
I think Montrez is a better player in every aspect of the game. Defense, offense, he gives us that force to the basket. He knows how to play. I mean, there's a lot of things he does. He's playing really, really well.
Anything else?
Is it like a basic coaching substitute thing is don't react too much to what's happening in any one game? Because
Yeah, well, I believe that a lot. I hate to take players out after they made a mistake or playing bad and let them think about it for a couple of days. It doesn't do their psyche any good. I like to take them out on a high note, if possible. And then I like to stick to my guys. They mess a game up, so what? We'll go to the next game. I don't want to think that I'm sitting there thinking, I know better. This guy will play really well. Because you might take a guy out right when he's missed three. What if he hits the next three? Now I've already just taken him out. So, you like your guys, you go with them, you stick with them. And if they're not selfish and hustling and doing the right thing, then you know what? Losing's not the worst thing in the world. We'll go through that together.
Hey, Mike, I know that the coaching fraternity is. How you doing? I know the coaching fraternity is strong. I just wondered kind of what you've known about Luke and the style and what he's running and what just that relationship, if you've had one, or observing him and what he's doing.
I think he's going to be he is a great coach. He does a great job, and obviously the styles of what they did in Golden State. Yeah, I love the style. Obviously, that's what we liked a long time ago. So, yeah, he is and will be and continue to be a good coach, good guy. Yeah, there's a lot of positives there.
How much has your style, I guess, evolved from, he's like 36 now, and I'm not saying you're old, but like how much is your, how much have you
So
evolved?
you guys in LA, you always a little edgy, aren't you?
How much you evolved since then in the way that you approach things in coaching?
Everything evolves in basketball. Nobody invents anything. We take stuff from everybody, and you try to get it better. You try to adapt it to your team. You try to adapt it to the times. You adapt it to the players have gotten better. Everybody, like I said, you steal with your eyes. You see stuff. You're around the game, and you take it from that coach. You take it from this coach. You take from old coaches, and just try to maybe add a little wrinkle to it. That's a little bit better for your team. Might work. Some other team might take that, and it works, and maybe it doesn't work. So. It's fun to do it. It's fun to watch other coaches, what they do, but, he's going to be really good.
Don't you see a lot of what you put in around the league, though?
Well, to a certain extent. I mean, and that's a compliment to Nash and those guys, and Stoudemire and Marion, and Steve Kerr was there, and he took that up, a lot of that stuff, plus Popovich stuff up to Golden State, and now it goes full circle too. What they do in Golden State, I watch and take it back here, and everybody, like I said, is stealing for everybody.
Can you talk to me about how the power forwards are doing and what's the latest with Demo?
I don't know any latest other than what we all know, but it's always an open door, and we can't wait to have him if that works out, and he will be definitely a positive, no negatives there at all. But the business parts have to work out first, and I don't have control of that.
So can you talk about how the other power forwards are doing?
Doing great. Sam Decker has been a real surprise for a lot of people. For me, from summer league to now, it's unbelievable turnaround. But I don't see that impacting anybody terribly. It's just, like I said, it's going to add, and it'll impact some numbers here and there. Minutes has to, but I think it'll all be positive.
Thank you guys.
Everybody good?